It may only have been a month and a half since Adventure Time aired its series finale, but it's still sad to know that we'll never be seeing Finn or Jake in the same way on TV again, assuming there's no reboot a few years later that completely ruins what the series stood for. However, recently announced was something brand new for the series, Adventure Time Simon and Marcy, which will be a comic book miniseries coming out in 2019. Yeah, it's disappointing that this won't actually be fully animated and voiced, but comics are probably the next best thing and they can be a lot easier to create than a full cartoon episode. The new Adventure Time Marcy and Simon series will run for 6 issues and will be written by Olivia Olson, Marceline on Adventure Time, and drawn by Slim Faubert, Adventure Time comic series. The new series is set to hit in January of 2019 and will take place after the show's series finale, as Marceline aims to help Simon in his quest to atone for his previous time as the Ice King. What's immediately interesting about this is that Marceline's voice actress is writing the new miniseries story. At times like these, where the universe of Adventure Time is expanded into different mediums, you begin to question if it's truly canon or not. That's personally up to you, but in this specific case, literally one of the people who knows Marceline best is diving into her own backstory to write something we haven't seen before. To some people, this won't be canon because it isn't actually featured in the series, but I'm just gonna go ahead and accept whatever happens here as official, since I'd probably enjoy it more that way. Alright, so there's a nice little main cover reveal of Simon and Marcy, the miniseries, and it's easy to tell that we're about to dive into a real feels trip. We see the two characters walking through what's presumably Ice King's castle, and this time it's actually Simon himself since he was restored after the finale. After the events of the Adventure Time series finale, Marceline and Simon have finally reunited. Now together, Simon asks Marceline for help in making amends for his time as Ice King, which leads them, Finn, and Jake on an adventure with so many twists and turns, even our skilled heroes have a hard time keeping up. So yeah, this definitely does take place after the events of Season 10, which is really cool because that means it's a continuation instead of just a pointless story taking place sometime before the Gumbaldia War. What's cool is that we'll get to see what exactly happens to Finn and Jake, as well as all the other characters who didn't really make an appearance in the Land of Ooo 1,000 years later. We also get to see more interaction between Simon and our two heroes, which isn't something that was explored too much throughout Adventure Time. Right away, this miniseries offers a lot of really nice story elements and concepts just because the show ended with plenty of unsolved mysteries. What really happened in the gap between Golb's invasion and Ooo 1,000 years later? The answer is finally going to be revealed and I am hyped. This will be Olsen's 3rd time writing in the Adventure Time world, as she previously collaborated with her father Martin Olsen, Hunt and Abadir, on the Adventure Time Encyclopedia, as well as co-authored Adventure Time The Enchiridion and Marcy's Super Secret Scrapbook. Now she gets to lead Marceline and Simon on a whole new adventure. If you did have any doubts about a voice actor for the series continuing the story, don't worry, because her experience isn't something worth ignoring. You could also argue that because she worked on 2 previous Adventure Time books that were pretty much canon, then this comic series should be considered official too. Simon and Marcy issue 1 will be releasing in January of 2019, so you can start out your year with some brand new content filled with feels, tied up loose ends, and a return to the post-apocalyptic land that has so much potential.
I have to protect you.
How can you protect me if you're not even here?
I'll arrange for someone to come take care of you. I'll make sure he doesn't leave.
Please, Simon, I can help you with this.
Yeah, maybe one day you will. But until then, you have to stay brave, my fearless Marceline.
I'll definitely be checking this out because it'll be nice to see how these two act around each other, especially since Ice King has finally returned to his former self. But anyway, that's all for this video. Subscribe for more awesome cartoon videos, give a thumbs up, and comment below, let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.